Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about Coinbase, and I'm going to dive deep into Coinbase and do a stock analysis and share with you what it is going to move in the near future, right? Okay, and I'm going to do this more regularly, and a lot of times, in my future videos, you will get to see my wins, my losses, what are the learning lessons you can pick up from my losses or even from my wins, how to pick winning trades as well. And also, very importantly, me sharing with you my market insights and also some stocks that I'm looking at so that you can also put it in your watch list and actually watch how it is going to move based on what I say in the future that it is going to move, right? Okay. So, very importantly, this is going to be a regular kind of ongoing video series. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I realize that a lot of people out there do not have any trading ideas or even don't even know the short term or even the long term how the market is going to move and how it is going, how it is performing, right? How prices move in accordance to some events or even some technical analysis or anything else, right? Okay, so I'm going to want to do this and educate the people out there who, to make better informed decisions so that they can do well in their own trading and investing in the future, right? Okay. And by the way, if you are interested to follow through my videos along the way, please make sure you subscribe to this channel, right? Okay, because once I have a video out, you will be the first to know. And especially this type of videos, I do give you insights about how it is going to move. So the earlier you see a notification through subscribing to this channel, the earlier you get to see the video and watch the video and actually be able to react much faster, right? Okay, so do subscribe to this channel and also join our email list at the link somewhere around this video, right? Okay, so that you get more ideas, right, through email as well. Without further ado, let me just before I start with the Coinbase stock analysis, I just want to give you a update on what is going on for the past 2 days, right? With me trading the markets and also my students as well, right? Okay. So very quickly, I want to show you over here, right? This is my students chat, right? A full-time trader program. And you can see over here, this is 14th of October, and this is like Tuesday, right? And over here, one of my students, Peng Cheng, says MES going to trigger, right? So over here, I reply, take the trade, right? Okay, take the trade. So over here, after that, we are taking profits over here. And let me just fast forward a little bit. And there were a lot of trades that are on that day. And over here, you can see Simon got his first win on 2R, right? Okay, which is a risk to reward of 1:2 on MES, right? And this was a trade lasting about 1 hour, right? Okay, getting him a risk to reward of 2R, right? 1:2 risk to reward. And very importantly, over here, I end the day around 11, right? Market open at 9:30. This is my Singapore dollar account. My total profits for my Singapore dollar account is 1452, and my USD account is getting me 1,495 US dollar profit. So I ended the day roughly $2,000 to $3,000 in profit, right? Okay, and that was Tuesday. And coming to 15th of October, which is Wednesday, you can see that at the start, even in the evening, I say go bearish on gold, right? And you can see over here, my students actually at 8 plus already took the gold trade and make a profit based on my direction, right? Okay, so that was Wednesday. And also, this is the kind of profit that he got, right? Okay, so if I were to create, he went in here, right? He went in over here and to short it, and he got the profit on gold, right? A very quick one, maybe 30 minutes, right? And also another student of mine, Si Hong Tan, right, also took the gold trade and make a roughly 2R kind of profit, right? Yeah, I ended the day. I didn't end the day. I began the day before the market open, right? Before the US stock market open, we already clocked in enough profits, right? So you can see over here, that was the gold trade that I given to them. They traded, I traded together also. This is a $761 Sing dollar profit total, and this is $730 on the US dollar account, right? So both account add up 1,000 plus, right? Okay, so pretty good, especially when market haven't opened yet for the US stock market, and we are already in profit. We start the day before the market open profitable, right? Okay, so that is what's going on for the past 2 days. And let me just quickly share with you. And of course, like I say again, let me share with you the Coinbase stock analysis, right? Okay. Why I choose this is because recently Coinbase also went up a lot and it has came back down, right? A lot of people has been asking me, hey, what do you think about Coinbase, right? So I decided to do this video. But first thing first, financial disclaimer, everything that I share in this video is all for educational purposes. I don't know your risk appetite. I don't know your financial background. Everything that I share here is all for educational purposes. You need to do your own due diligence, right? Okay, right. The American company that operates large crypto exchange platform, right, which allows users to buy Bitcoin, buy crypto, buy Ethereum, all these, or even sell them, right? Okay, it's an exchange for them to buy and sell different cryptocurrencies, or including Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? Okay, and the thing here is that it went up by 30% in less than 2 months recently. I will share with you why it went up, right? Okay, but very importantly, what is this business model, right? Because business model is actually it operates as a leading cryptocurrency for buying and selling and storing digital assets like cryptocurrencies. And it earns mainly from transaction fees, right? Which is 0.5 to 4% per trade, which is considered a very good high margin, right? Typically, other brokerages they charge 1%. Right. Okay. So this is pretty high, kind of profit margin for them. Right. Okay. And which is good. Right. If you want to buy the stock, this is good news. Right. Their profit margin is high. And in 2025, they expanded to Coinbase business, whereby it's an all-in-one crypto account for companies to invest in crypto. Right. So apart from targeting individual retail investors and traders, now it is also expanding to also increase its business through corporations, right? Because more and more corporations and companies out there want a way to actually invest into digital assets as well, right? Okay. And there's also innovation push, right? To invest in AI, new tech, global financial services to help them with, and even instant payment without borders, right? Okay, to help them with more revenue as well, right? Okay, but very importantly, this is the business model. But what drove the price up recently in about September, October period, right? Okay, mainly because Bitcoin went to an all-time high. And why Bitcoin going all-time high, breaking through $126,000 will affect Coinbase, right? The answer is because Coinbase has a very huge holding of Bitcoin, right? Coinbase has a very huge holding of Bitcoin, right? In fact, it is one of the top 10 largest, top 10 companies that actually hold the most Bitcoin in their company, right? Okay, so it holds a lot of Bitcoin, and because of that, when Bitcoin actually goes up, it means the Bitcoin that Coinbase hold will make profits for them, right? Okay, will increase the profits for them, and because Bitcoin goes up, increasing the profits for Coinbase, investors and retail traders know this. They want to invest into the stock, and that's why they will also drive the stock price up, right? Okay. Now, recently it came back down, right? Okay. Also because Bitcoin also came down, right? Okay. So I'm going to give you my take later on, right? On how it is going to perform in the near future, right? Okay. Or even longer term as well, right? But what are the catalysts for it to continue perform well, right? Okay. So let me share with you a bull case, right? Okay, whereby number one, right? It is a high quality crypto leader, right? Coinbase is a top player in the crypto ecosystem, right? Often misunderstood as just an exchange, but it offers comprehensive growth through USDC, right? And DeFi dominance, right? Okay. Basically, where a lot of people, when they think of doing digital assets, they actually think of Coinbase, right? And it has strong revenue potential, benefiting from rising trading volumes. More and more people are coming into digital assets, and this will help them a lot, right? Okay. USDC role as a stable coin also drives long-term profit growth with expanding market cap as well, right? And also, it is underrepresented in many portfolio or even funds. It is way underrepresented, which means that a lot of traders, investors, or even fund managers are looking to seek more exposure to the crypto space, right? Especially Bitcoin or even Ethereum, right? And this is very advantageous for them. And a lot of analysis, like what you see on your screen here, are actually saying it's a buy, right? Okay. And why trade it? Number one, high upside, especially in crypto markets, Bitcoin or Ethereum. And it fits technical strategies for pullbacks to get in also, right? So a lot of people really like to trade in Bitcoin, and the trend is rising, right? Okay, more and more people are coming in, right? That is the bull case, right? Which is a strong case for you to go much higher as well, fundamentally, right? Okay, but fundamentally there are bear cases as well, right? Okay, so let me just share recent price pressure, right? Stock actually after it hit an all-time high, right? For Coinbase, it actually dropped 3.79%, right? Okay, just recently only, right? And that is because of some nervousness ahead of the quarter three earnings. It also have a high valuation concern. Why? Because the forward PE ratio is 56 times, right? Okay, much higher than industry average, which is only 23. So this is almost like double, right? And investors, when they look at it, they always compare and see, hey, is there potential earnings? Is my money better in other companies in the same industry or sector, right? Okay, and they may have viewed this as overvalue, right? Okay, and there's earnings uncertainty, right? Quarter three results will be out end of the month, and it could really disappoint. It could really disappoint, and if it does disappoint, it could really go down, right? Okay, much more than what we are seeing in the recent correction, and also broader risk is tied to crypto struggle, if especially Bitcoin. Why? Because like I say again, it has a lot of holdings on the Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin goes up, of course its share price will also go up, but it's a double-edged sword. When Bitcoin does come down, they know that the value of their company also goes down, because the company itself holds a lot of Bitcoin, right? Okay, so this is the kind of risk that they that they face, right? Okay, so, but I will give you my take, right? Okay, whether it is a bear case or bull case, right? Okay, through using my trade to win strategy, right? Okay, which uses momentum, value, control, and ultimately alpha to determine the actual trigger or the direction to go, right? Okay, trigger price and what time to go in and price level to go in, right? Okay, and very importantly, since you are watching up to this, right? I'm going to give you my take on Coinbase, right? Okay, and also Bitcoin as well. But very importantly, do subscribe to this video if you feel that you are getting value. Mainly because I'm going to do this regularly, and you want to be one of the first to be notified when I have a new video, because this is time sensitive, right? If you watch it few days later, price might have moved already, right? Okay, so yeah, let me just quickly go to my chart, right? Okay, I'm more of a technical person, so I rather use the technicals to actually share with you how Bitcoin is going to move, right? Okay, so just before I say that, right, and share with you what is my take and insights on Coinbase, I just want to share with you, I have a proprietary indicator called profit signal, right? This is very proprietary. You cannot find it anywhere. And this profit signal is programmed based on my trade to win strategy, right? Okay, so you can see over here, recently on the 27th of August, it triggered a buy, right? So green triangle means a buy, red triangle means a sell, and you can see a sell here will have the stock actually went down, right? And a buy here, after that, the stock actually went up. And this buy actually enabled Coinbase to go up 30%, right? In less than 2 months, right? Okay, which is a very good price appreciation. Recently, after that, it does came down a little bit, right? Okay, so what is the take I have on this? Is it going to continue to go down, continue a correction, or continue to maybe consolidate sideways a little bit and go up, right? Okay, so basically, I'm saying, like, is it going to continue from here and go down, right? Okay, or is it going to just come down and maybe just consolidate a little bit and hit a new high, right? Compared with here, lah, right? But very importantly is, uh, like I say again, Bitcoin, Coinbase performance in terms of share price performance, often is linked with Bitcoin. So before we even talk about Coinbase movement, we have to take note of whether looking at Bitcoin future movement is going to give us a good idea how Coinbase is going to move, right? So over here, let me just quickly go to Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin. And let me just use Coinbase since we are talking about Coinbase, right? Okay, so as you can see here, right, the recent up move in Coinbase was actually similar to Bitcoin, right? So likely is because Bitcoin is moving up, generating profits for holders of Bitcoin, which Coinbase is one of the largest holders of Bitcoin. And that's why the share price of Coinbase actually went up, right? Okay. And you can see that Bitcoin price actually had a correction recently. And because of this move down, Coinbase also corrected, right? So very importantly also is I want to stress that using my profit signal is doing really, really well, right? Over here, you can see there's a buy and making very good profits on Bitcoin. And here, this buy, we almost buy before it shoot up, right? Okay. So our strategy, or so-called my strategy, which is very proprietary, you can't find it anywhere else. But I do have a free workshop, right? Okay, where I actually teach the trade to win strategy to anyone, even including yourself, if you are interested to know, right? Okay, so under the link somewhere here, you might want to click to subscribe to my email list, subscribe to my channel, to get more information on how to join this free training as well, right? Okay, so but very importantly, like I say again, once my strategy, trade to win strategy trigger the profit signal, you can see that it is going up. Right now, there's no trigger, so we are still waiting. But most likely, let me just quickly share with you. Looking at the weekly time frame, right? Okay, it is in a very decent uptrend. Looking at the monthly time frame, it is also in a very good uptrend all the way since about 2023, right? Okay, and it was 2023 on the monthly time frame that trigger a buy signal for us, right? Okay, roughly around 23,000 for Bitcoin, right? But what is going to happen from here, right? Okay, using my trade to win strategy to analyze, right, based on what I see on the monthly time frame, weekly time frame, and the daily time frame, there might be more downside, right? There might be downside. I don't know what the earnings is going to announce, right? It could be very good earnings or whatever it is, but just based on technicals alone, right? Just based on technical alone, I would say it is maybe 60 to 65% bearish, right? 60 to 65% downside potential, and maybe just 40 or 35% upside potential, right? Okay. And I say I don't know what's going to happen at the end of at the end of the month when it announces its earnings, right? But based on the technical charts, and most of the time the technical charts do show us the near future what it is going to move, right? Okay. So the higher probability, I would say, right? Because technical charts can't give you 100%, right? Okay. But it gives you a high probability of where it is going to go. So based on this, and also using my trade to win strategy, which uses technical analysis, the way I see it, there is higher potential, right, for it to continue correction, right? Okay, continue and maybe even hit for Bitcoin here, right? Maybe even hit 100 and below, right? Okay, 100,000 and below, right? Okay, that is a possibility lah in the near future, this 1-2 months kind of thing. And having said that, right? Okay, having said that, if we go back to Coinbase, right? If we go back to Coinbase, okay, if Bitcoin is going to perform that way, right? Very likely, Coinbase will continue to follow the same path as well, right? Okay, and maybe break below 300 or even $280 and below, right? Okay, before rebounding, right? And like I say again, Bitcoin movement always dictates Coinbase movement in the same direction most of the time, right? Okay, and because of that, right, if just in case Bitcoin is going to go up and hit a new high, Coinbase will most likely follow as well, right? Okay, but like I say again, my take over here is that based on the charts, right? Okay, the way I see it is roughly the same, right? Roughly the same as Bitcoin, and the kind of technical charts that I see on Coinbase and Bitcoin, they are very similar. And like I say again, it's roughly a higher probability for it to correct even more. Okay, so if and I could be wrong, right? I'm not always right, but a lot of times when I use my trade to win strategy to do it on the technique, do on any stocks, right? A lot of times the because it has a high probability uh, mechanism in place in our analysis, we always go with the high probability possibility scenario, right? Okay, so the high probability scenario here is more for it to correct even more, right? Okay, and we will know in 1-2 months time, right? Okay, but hopefully with this insight you can make better decision on Coinbase, whether to take profit, whether to short it down, or whether to wait for it to correct to buy, right? It's totally up to you, right? I'm just sharing with you my insights about Bitcoin, and it's very short term, near term kind of likely movement, right? Okay, and that's all from me. In my future videos, like I say, I'm going to do regular videos like this, right? Not only that, but also share with you some insights about the markets, and also some stocks that I'm looking to get into, and I want to share that with you so that you can look at them and see whether it is suitable for your portfolio as well, or things like that, right? Okay, so yeah, that's about Coinbase, right? But very importantly, let's get back to here. Let me wrap up with saying, like, if you want an update on my latest stock picks, or latest market insights about the market, short term or near term wise, join our mailing list, right? Okay, and by joining the mailing list, even when I have a new video, right, you will be one of the first to be emailed and notified, and will be the one of the first to watch my videos release, so that you can actually react faster to what I have to share with you, right? Okay, and I say, by joining, right, we'll send you regular stock analysis and trade ideas also, right? So if you lack trade ideas, don't know what to trade at all, don't know what to invest at all, this may be a good way to get the trading ideas. Not say that you have to follow, right? But it's a good way for you to get some ideas, right? And see whether it suits your profile, your financial background, or financial risk, whether suitable for your risk appetite to actually get in, right? Okay. And very importantly, right, hit the subscribe button on this channel, right? So that apart from getting email notification from us, you do also get notified by YouTube to let you know of new videos in this channel, right? As and when it is released, right? Okay. So that's all from me. May the profits be with you. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you real soon.